The big room was full of aliens. They sat around a huge table that glowed with blue light. Each alien looked different. Some had scales like lizards. Others looked like giant bugs. A few were made of crystal that sparkled in the light. Commander Jinha stood in the middle of the room. He was the only human there. His uniform was old and had burn marks on it. He had fought in many battles to protect Earth. Now he had to listen to these aliens laugh at him. Above the table, pictures of human weapons floated in the air. The aliens pointed at them and made sounds that meant they were laughing. "Look at this," said Admiral Vextar. He was a big lizard man with black scales. "They still use bullets, little metal pieces that go bang." The other aliens laughed harder. "We stopped using those weapons 3,000 years ago," said another alien. This one had long arms like tentacles. "We have plasma guns now. We have energy shields. These humans are like babies playing with toys." Jinha said nothing. He just stood there and listened. His face did not show what he was thinking. "Their guns use gunpowder," said a crystal alien. "Gunpowder, like they are still living in caves." "Maybe we should give them some real weapons," said another alien. "These humans might hurt themselves with their own guns." All the aliens thought this was very funny. They made more laughing sounds. Jinha looked at each alien. He remembered their faces. He would not forget this day. "Our weapons work fine," Jinha said. His voice was quiet, but strong. This made the aliens laugh even more. "Work fine?" said Admiral Vextar. "Your bullets cannot even break our weakest shields. A child's toy would be more dangerous." Far away on Earth, Dr. Harin was working in her secret lab. She was underground below the big military building. No one knew what she was making except a few important people. She looked at her computer screens. Numbers and pictures moved across them very fast. She was building something special, something that would surprise everyone. "They think we are stupid," Harin said to herself. She pushed buttons and the numbers changed. "They think our weapons are toys. They do not know what humans can do." Harin had been working for 2 years on her secret project. She called it Project Longbow. It was still a bullet, but not like any bullet ever made before. Back in the alien meeting room, the laughing was getting louder. "Send them home," said one alien. "They are too primitive to help us fight wars." "Yes," said another. "Let them play with their little guns while real warriors do the fighting." Jinha looked around the room one more time. These aliens thought they were so smart. They thought humans were weak and stupid. They thought human weapons were useless. They were wrong. "We will see," Jinha said quietly. The aliens did not hear him. They were too busy laughing. But soon, very soon, no one would be laughing. Soon the whole galaxy would learn what happens when you make humans angry. Soon they would see what human toys could really do. 3 months passed after the big meeting. The aliens called the Hegemony decided to teach humans a lesson. They sent their biggest warship to Earth space. The ship was huge, bigger than a city. It had enough guns to blow up a moon. The alien ship dropped out of light-speed travel near Earth. Its name was Dominion's Wrath. The ship was covered in weapons that glowed with deadly energy. Captain Kethmore was in charge of the alien ship. He was made of living crystal that showed rainbow colors when he moved. He thought he was very smart and very strong. A small human ship came to meet the big alien ship. The human ship looked like a tiny bug next to the giant alien warship. Captain Kwan was in charge of the human ship. He was a calm man who never got angry fast. Captain Kethmore opened a communication channel. His voice came through space like thunder. "Give up now, little humans," the alien captain said. "Your tiny ship cannot fight us. Your bullet guns cannot even scratch our shields. If you surrender, maybe we will not destroy your planet." Captain Kwan sat in his captain's chair. Around him, 37 human crew members got ready for battle. Everyone knew they might die today. "Sir," said his weapons officer, "their shields are 4 times stronger than our biggest guns. Our normal weapons will not hurt them at all." Captain Kwan nodded slowly. Then he pressed a button to talk to someone special. "Dr. Harin, can you hear me?" he asked. Ha-Rin was on another human ship behind Captain Kwan's ship. Her ship was full of computers and science equipment. She had been waiting for this day. "I hear you, Captain," Ha-Rin said. "Project Longbow is ready to test." The alien captain heard this and started laughing. The sound was like breaking glass. "Did you hear that?" Kethmore said to his crew. "The humans want to test a new weapon on us. How cute, how stupid." The alien crew laughed too. They thought this was very funny. "Go ahead, primitive humans," the alien captain said. "Fire your little bullet gun at us. Let us show the galaxy how weak Earth weapons are. My shields will stop anything you can shoot." The alien ship turned off its big guns. Captain Kethmore wanted his crew to watch the human weapon fail. He wanted to record it and show other aliens how weak humans were. Captain Kwan looked at his screen. The alien ship was not even trying to defend itself properly. They were so sure human weapons could not hurt them. "Dr. Ha-Rin," Captain Kwan said into his communicator. "Are you ready?" "Ready, Captain," Ha-Rin answered. Her voice was steady but excited. She had worked 2 years for this moment. "Then fire," Captain Kwan said quietly. Space became very quiet. Everyone waited to see what would happen next. After Captain Kwan said fire, everything went quiet for 3 seconds. The aliens started to laugh again. They thought nothing would happen. Then something dark shot out of Dr. Ha-Rin's ship. It looked like a small black tube, no bigger than a car. It moved very fast toward the huge alien ship. The aliens saw it coming on their screens. Captain Kethmore laughed even harder. "Look at that tiny thing," he said. "It is moving fast, but it is just a little bullet. Our shields will stop it like stopping a fly." The alien ship's computers looked at the human weapon. They said it weighed about 500 kilograms. The computers said it was moving at 12% of light speed. Fast, but not dangerous to their strong shields. But something strange was happening to the bullet as it flew through space. "Sir," said an alien science officer. His voice sounded worried. "The bullet is changing. Its weight is going up and down. That should not be possible." Dr. Ha-Rin watched her screens from her science ship. She smiled for the first time in months. Her weapon was working exactly like she planned. The longbow bullet was not just a normal bullet. Inside it were tiny black holes that Dr. Ha-Rin could control. As the bullet flew, the black holes made it heavier and heavier. The bullet started, weighing 500 kilograms, then 5,000 kilograms, then 50,000 kilograms. It kept getting heavier as it flew. The alien shields were made to stop energy beams and laser guns. They were not made to stop something solid and heavy hitting them very hard. When the bullet hit the alien ship, it weighed 127,000 tons. It was like a mountain moving at light speed hitting the ship. The shields tried to stop it. They could not. The shield machines exploded first. Then the explosion spread through the whole alien ship like fire. The ship's own power systems turned against it. Everything that made the ship work started to break and explode. Captain Kethmore had just enough time to say, "That is not possible," before his entire ship exploded. The huge alien warship, all 2.3 kilometers of it, disappeared in Maramuridor, a flash of light brighter than the sun. The explosion was so big it could be seen from Earth. Captain Kwan's small ship shook when the explosion wave hit it, but it survived. His crew looked at their screens in shock. The huge alien ship was completely gone. Nothing was left but empty space. "Captain," said his communication officer, "we are getting calls from everywhere. Every alien government in the galaxy wants to talk to us right now." Captain Kwan stared at the empty space where the enemy ship used to be. Then he pressed his communicator button. "Dr. Ha-Rin," he said, "how many more longbow bullets do we have?" Her answer came back strong and clear. "Enough, Captain, we have more than enough." In space, the light from the explosion was still fading. But across the galaxy, everything had changed. The video of the alien ship exploding spread across the galaxy faster than light. Every alien government watched it over and over. They could not believe what they saw. One shot, one bullet, one huge warship, gone. Within 2 days, everything changed for humans. Commander Jinha, who had stood quietly while aliens laughed at him, now sat at the head of the big meeting table. Every alien wanted to talk to the human representatives. Admiral Vextar, the big lizard alien, looked scared now. His black scales were dull and gray. He read reports about the human weapon. The bullet could change its weight while flying, he said. But how did humans learn to control black holes? They still use gunpowder. Jinha smiled, but his smile was not friendly. You are asking the wrong question, Jinha said. You should ask why you never thought of this. The alien admiral looked confused. I do not understand. You forgot something important about fighting, Jinha continued. You made weapons to fight other smart aliens. You made fancy weapons for polite wars. But we humans learned to fight death itself. Dr. Haran was now the chief science advisor for all human space forces. She explained her weapon to the alien scientists. They listened with their mouths open in shock. You all thought energy weapons were better than bullets, she said. But you forgot that heavy things moving fast can break anything. So we asked, what if we could make our bullets heavier while they fly? The aliens realized something terrible. If humans could do this with bullets, what other primitive weapons were they making better? What other surprises did humans have? Captain Quan was now Admiral Quan, in charge of the first human fleet. He told the aliens the final truth. You called our weapons primitive because you saw bullets and thought simple, he said. But every human weapon, from the first sharp stick to Project Longbow, was built the same way. Make it work, then make it better, then make it impossible to stop. The hegemony aliens, who had laughed loudest at humans, now had to choose. They could say sorry and pay humans for the damage they tried to cause, or they could see what other human weapons might be tested on their ships. They chose to say sorry. But the real victory was not the alien apology. The real victory was the message that went to every human in space. They laughed at our weapons. They called us primitive. They forgot that humans do not just survive. We learn, we change, and we turn our weaknesses into our greatest strengths. The galaxy learned something that Earth had always known. Never make fun of the people who learned to survive on a world that tried to kill them every day. Now in secret labs across human space, Dr. Haran and others worked on new, primitive weapons. After all, if one shot could destroy a warship, what could 1,000 shots do? The universe was about to find out. The age of human weapons had begun.